This video is sponsored by my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. Hi guys, and welcome to the Emperor Show, and welcome to our golden Astartes intro to the universe. I mean, the origin of our chapter here. So guys, I created this, maybe it was about 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago. And I didn't know back then that there's actually other chapters, I think at least two, that are basically golden. So I had no idea. I just didn't bother to check. But then again, there's a lot of the colors that do match with other chapters, and I myself sometimes am mistaken. Like I can see some of the lion's sons, and I'm like, oh, is that a salamander? you know. So not only that, but other chapters as well. Just the colors do repeat themselves anyway. There are not enough colors, but there are thousands of successor chapters. So I picked the golden color because this is just my vision for the chapter. What can I do? So I finally came up with the story, origin, lore, and the Primarch. So I'm excited, guys, to share this with you. And of course, because I'm painting custodies at the moment, I want to paint this guy, this McFarlane figure, golden, and also make him to look like this. And of course, this is the vector image that I created of the golden Astartes. And this can change as a design, but I will probably keep the emblem here. And right now, of course, this is sword and the wings, and I have my own, as you can see here, that I designed. So that will go here if some of my friends 3D print this. I have now a few friends that have a 3D printer, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna get what I want. So it's complicated, but whatever I can do to customize this very big guy. He is huge, but also so cool. So cool. I just love him. So I cannot wait to have my first fully customized figure. I plan to do some things from clay, like these things here. Whatever I can do from clay as well. So, guys, let us start with the chapter, lore, and everything. And I really hope that you like the story, although it is my own vision, and my own vision is not exactly what maybe people would actually think for 40k, but I think it's different, and this is what it's missing, so to speak, at least according to, me. So yeah, of course, that everyone can think of whatever they want, whatever it resonates with them, and so I did. So the golden, that's how I'm going to call them. The golden Astartes. So their origin Primarch first is going to be one of the lost Primarchs. So one of the lost guys. They operate outside the imperium's jurisdiction, and although they rather support the emperor, they are not under his control. They only serve what is more objective to them, and will not obey to any orders, no matter where they are coming from, if they are evil in nature. So this means that, if the emperor wants them to do something bad, in general, if he somehow communicates his thoughts, let's say, and he's like, go and do this, or Gilliman says something, they will not obey that, and you will see why. Okay, let's just go through it, and I'm gonna further explain after I read everything. Thus they are against chaos forces, because they hate everything evil, and all forces that wish to do harm to others for their own selfish reasons. The golden want to protect what is good in the universe, and they can come to others chapters 8 if they see that the situation that they're in is unjust, or if that will serve a greater good in the future. The golden are trying to serve only goodness and positive forces that build and don't destroy. But they will also destroy all evil when they come across it. They can be perfect allies, for example, against enemies such as the Tyranids, the Orcs, Dark Eldar, and others alike, but the Golden don't discriminate Xenos just because they are non-human. They will work with any alien force if that alien force has good intentions. I lost my anyway. If that force, has good intentions, their purpose or current one-time mission, if that is good, so they can help. It depends, but the golden are supporters of all things good that can benefit any sentient beings. They are honest and straight to the point, and they will not hold back at attacking and talking back to the Emperor or any other being in the galaxy if they think that the said being is not right in their actions. So that's kind of like about their nature. We're going to go through their specialties, you can say. Place of birth is going to be somewhere in the Eastern French, where the galaxy is not yet explored everywhere, and there are some regions of that part of the universe that are really a mystery. So they are from there. Their chapter master is called Geraint. He's a noble warrior and a leader who embodies all of the core values of the chapter and all of the core values of their unknown Primarch, who shares all the good that once resided in the Emperor of Mankind. So thus their Primarch was destroyed for being too noble, good, and incorruptible, idealistic, although extremely effective. He would have replaced the Emperor eventually, totally destroyed chaos with his pure heart and soul, and the actions, strategies that would have stemmed from it. This Primarch was the purest of them all, and with no flaws like the others, he wouldn't serve the plan of the Emperor anyway. The Emperor himself thought that being so good is bad. He couldn't see past his ego, and that it was his ego that was his weakness. He didn't know how to rule or conquer by favoring good and noble practices. He didn't know how to respect other beings. Thus the Emperor saw this potential future as a threat. He would rather take his chances with chaos, and so far we know what happened there. So far we do know what happened there because he did decide that. That is about the Primarch. So it is one of the lost Primarchs. But he was the Primarch that is more pure than sanguineous and has none of the flaws. Basically, my idea is that this Primarch represents everything good in the Emperor and none of the flaws, but that part that the Emperor do have somewhere in him he buried long ago, but it is still a part of his being and nature. So when he created the Primarchs, one of them was the one with all the best qualities, and that was this particular lost Primarch, and he had to be destroyed, or is he? I mean, let's say that he is for now, because of this pure of heart and idealistic nature, which does not fit with the Emperor's understandings of how a ruler should be in general. So he was like, oh, okay, and this guy will replace me someday if he continues to live, because he can figure this out and I can't. with the good ways and all. And the emperor was like, oh, no, no, I can do this. I can totally overcome whatever destiny, thinks that it knows about me, and I'm going to do things my way. So he opposed his will, and he, let's say, destroyed this Primarch. And a bit about Geraint. So he basically embodies everything that his Primarch is. So he's the closest thing to that Primarch. He is just pretty much similar to Dante, how Dante embodies a lot of the qualities that Sanguinius has. Of course, he's his own person, but it's kind of like similar to that. So Geraint um, wields a particular relic. It's a cape, actually. He has a cape that gives him an invincible force field that protects him from any warp magic, no matter its strength. So basically, even if the Emperor blasts him out of out of existence, I mean, even if the Emperor wanted to do that, or any other of the Chaos Gods, this relic protects him specifically from any type of any strength of a chaos, magic, warp, magic, whatever it is, it's the same thing. Blast. This cape can protect him by creating this force field around him. That does not protect him from other weapons, just from that in particular. So this cape is something that Geraint has. Sorry, he has also, I mean, that's the relic, but he also has a laser bolter gun, which shoots a bolter with a sharp laser in it. So it's like a charge that it's a laser-based charge within each bullet. So when it penetrates, it explodes in all directions. Hundreds of small needle-like laser beams are released in all parts of the body, severing everything in their path. So that is his weapon, and this weapon is invented by someone that is their equivalent of Belisarius Cole. So on their mystery planet, the Golden have a guy like Belisarius Cole, and he actually, because he is free from the Emperor and the stigma of creating whatever it is, in innovating, he's free from all of that. He did innovate and create this bolter specifically for Geraint, and for now only he has it. It's not like, it's not multiplied for the whole legion. It's just for the whole chapter. It's just for him. So abilities that our legion, our chapter has. Basically, they can do everything. I mean, they're specialists at everything. They're a well-rounded chapter. They can do all of the types of military tactics, great, and yeah, they can do all the tactics very well. And they also are very basically they have this gene where they just learn very quickly. So every time that they are making a mistake, they cannot make that same mistake again. They improve in each battle every time. They're very self-sustainable, meaning that they have, like I said, someone like Belisarius Cole who helps them keep their numbers high. They're ruling over their own hidden planet, and they're ruling over, I mean, the whole populations. Humans there are growing in numbers and thriving. Kids want to become space marines, and a lot of them do, due to the great living environments. People are healthy, and only the best genes are selected, so more and more humans can be created that are extremely strong and intelligent, with great moral and value systems applied since birth. So basically that means, like, actually, yeah, that does explains it, but the space marines, I mean, the Golden, they rule in such a way that all people are thriving. They actually are motivated to become Astartes, and their genes are selected in such a way that most of the humans that are born are very high quality humans in every way. So so a lot of them can become Astartes and survive the trials and everything that is required, pretty much. The Golden rule is a council. So they have a council. of the top 20 Astartes. So it consists of the top 20 Astartes only, the best of the best. If one of them dies, the next uh, the next that is the next in expertise, abilities, intelligence, achievements is replacing the one who died. Geraint is their leader. He has the last word on every decision made. So far, they act whenever they are needed, and sometimes they are left unnoticed, and only their great deeds are left behind as a trail. They come, act, and go. They will not reveal themselves unless they feel it's absolutely necessary. So they are making a difference in their own way until such a day comes where they can grow enough to steer the course of the overall rulership in the galaxy. So yeah, guys, so basically, yes, they are good in everything, they're learning, but what they have practiced the most, especially when they're interacting with bigger chapters and someone that could make a note of their existence, is in the shadows and in the way that the other chapters will notice, like something good will happen, and or they are just going to blame with the other Astartes somehow. They're just gonna steer some battle end to victory or something like that, and the others wouldn't know that actually someone else helped them. Basically, they do have direct confrontations with direct battle experience, like in a direct war situation, but that is in circumstances and in worlds where such an encounter could be like told differently, or in the way that they will still not be discovered as the golden, or they could be mistaken for the other golden chapters actually, and they can still be safe in terms of their identity revealed. So they're acting in the shadows, but in the same time they are also going to direct confrontation missions, and they are able to stay anonymous and not be revealed that they are the chapter of the missing Primarch or whatever else. That is not a recorded chapter. Nobody can actually have any means to find out who they really are. So sorry guys. Yeah, so that is the origin of in the story of the Primarch. Who he is and who they are, how they sustain their planet, and the fact that they have a guy like Belisarius Cole, how they are continuing to multiply very easily by keeping the populace healthy and happy. And of course, their gene seed is sealed and is kept by this Belisarius Cole alternative guy, who is just having this endless possibility to make them. So somehow, when all of this went down with the missing Primarch before he was allegedly killed, someone was able to escape to the end of the galaxy and preserve his gene seed and start this chapter, which is growing on their own, and they're sustaining themselves and they're acting where they need it, and they don't pick a side only based on the pure loyalty of the emperor. And besides, the emperor was the one who was responsible for the killing of their Primarch. They are only picking a side when it's about a really good deed. So if it's in the case where the emperor is going to be correct about something, and they have to be like, okay, if we go through this, if we have to intervene, we will have to pick a side in this particular case. So it's like case by case basis. If it's between chaos or the emperor, they will pick the emperor, support the emperor. They will join their long lost to them brothers and fight with them against chaos, because chaos is the worst option. So you can say that their allegiance is to goodness and to and that is it really. They're servants of the real goodness in the universe, and they want to be this different force that the universe needs and that the universe does lack, because there's no real like focused, so to speak, good force in the universe. Everything is very like in the gray or in the complete black zone. But they are the ones that want to make the difference, and that's why they're the golden. Their, I mean, gold also represents their purity, their rareness. Although, like we said, there are others, freaking custodians are also golden, but that's just my good feeling that they have to be that. And it also covers the fact that when there's other golden legions, they can easily pretend to be them and just mask things over and put a blindfold over everyone's eyes. So it's just a win-win situation here. Yeah, really like, give me feedback, guys. What do you think about the golden, our golden Astartes? Now we have everything, and all that it's left. Well, of course, something else can be left. I can like paint my own army someday with them, and all of that. I mean, GW has packs like these. Not that I can afford them, but if Sir D wants to sponsor me on that, I will do it. But yeah, I can at least do this guy because I bought him especially for this reason. And now that we have our identity and story and everything, I can make him look like this or better. We'll see. There's a lot of mastery of knowledge that comes, that comes with creating a figure. But I'm practicing on my statue. Soon Custodes. We'll continue with that. So yeah, that is it, guys. Let me know what you think. Just let me check the comments. I'm okay. Just it's really, really, really hot. Why I'm not doing such songs? Because it's not my channel's nature. What to tell ya? And I'm getting in trouble. I told you that before. I'm getting a lot of trouble from the Indian companies about these things. Last time I got a strike on the channel, and that is completely unfair, where others were doing the same, and I don't want to get into this. I want to dedicate my whole energy on Warhammer once and for all, everything that's Warhammer Fantasy or 40k, and just do that, do an original content in my own way, sometimes react to things, of course, also to give them shoutouts, and because you want me to, and because I will not see them if it's not for you to recommend that to, and for me to react to them. So this is my way to see amazing Warhammer things and still cover them. So we get to have the cake and eat it too, something like that, and of course give shoutouts to the original creators, cover some topics with my friends and all of that. So I'm gonna update you on these things. I love your eye color. Is it natural or color lens? I have been asked this a ton of times. It is my natural eye color. They're just blue eyes, and with the lights that I have upon me, they just look even more blue sometimes. So yeah. Did you enjoy building these custodies in the end? Oh yeah, especially that I can do a few at a time now. My skills are getting better and better, and I understand how to do everything. My brain starts to form in the ways that, and especially when it comes to painting as well, the bigger figures. I'm learning just how, when I was a kid, I learned how to draw by myself and understand the paints and how they react with the paper, and now it's the same thing but with other materials. So it's not something that is foreign to me, because I'm already an artist that did a lot of paintings and drawings throughout my life in any case, and that in vector form. I mean, it's just very raw vector really, but you can still see the design, so that's the point. Okay guys, so I gotta go. it is late. Let me know if you enjoyed the story, the lore, everything, and yeah, let us hope that I can do the figure. And yeah, I'm really happy with I'm really happy with the story. So yeah, have a nice evening to you too, guys. Have a great start of the new week, and see ya very soon.